Okay, so this is basically me showing you how to make a double wishbone suspension that has, I mean, honestly, pretty good travel. And it kind of hits me, but it's pretty good. I mean, it's way better than the Legos, some of their Legos ones. This is how we're gonna do it. Okay, so first thing you want to do is you want to start with this. Just I think like a 5x7, I think. And what you'll do is you'll get a piece like this, and you just put 4 of these pieces right here into this hole right here. And you want to put spacers. You don't want to skip that part, because if you do, then it will just mush together and you won't have a really good structure. Then you have this part right here. Same thing, these pieces right here, but closer together. Instead of right here, you put them closer in, because if you did that, you wouldn't be able to, because if you did it right here, it wouldn't connect. So it just wouldn't connect. So then you have your structure. It doesn't really matter if you have it this way or this way, it doesn't really matter. Then you get your differential. You always want to put these bevel gears on the little peg first. So you put it on the peg first. And these things are very fiddly. Very fiddly. And if you get these pieces right here, these pieces right here, they're just 5 by 1. You put them right into the middle point right there. So you just put them right there. I didn't do that right. You put these pieces right here, the 5 by 1s first. So then you gotta put back the differential. Come on, these pieces always get weird, and they fiddly, and they get all and everywhere, but when you get them in there, they don't come out, unless I do not know what you are doing that would do that. I mean, you would have to literally, your structure would be bad. That's the only thing I could think of, is that your structure is bad in the wheels. Whenever they do their suspension, they just come out. These little pieces right here. Put these pieces right here into the differential. So you have this right here, and you put it in there, and then you have some sort of drive. So you'll have an opposite. The differential, this thing can be moving, and this other side, see, not moving at all. But inside there is moving a lot. It doesn't matter where you put this piece, but I don't think there's any other way of getting these pieces to move except for using this brown gear, beige. Doesn't matter what, like how you put this thing in there, but you gotta put that right there. And so you have a drive. This is a very simple drive, differential, gear, structure, bang. There you go. Now, get these pieces right here. You can definitely use 4 of these things. I don't know, just different pieces. Put them right there with these little spacer pieces, because if they didn't, they would pop out. And you don't want to do that when you're going off-roading. You do not. You want to have all wheels on the traction, suspension, and all this and that. And double wishbone is the best suspension that I would totally pick suspension choice of that, because you can have one wheel, say regular, so like regular down, but one whel can be up, like this, but your car won't even move at all. But you would have to be doing, I mean, it depends on the weight and how much suspension and all this and that, but for a Lego, it's double wishbone suspension is probably the best for what you're trying to make. Then, take these pieces right here. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are a 7 by 1. It doesn't really matter if they're white, gray, light gray, dark gray. It doesn't matter at all. All that matters is that you put them where they need to be and make sure they have a yellow piece like this in their second to last peg right there. So just put them on the other side. Hope I got this right, but that's what they're about, experimenting. Then we're gonna start working on the actual suspension. You will have to use, I've done this before with these yellow pieces here, and literally they're so weak that you do a little bit of suspension, just a little bit, just a tiny bit of this suspension right here, and we're using the red ones because they have the most suspension for if you're putting a lot of weight on them, and if you need more, then just add another one with these. But they would literally come apart whenever you used, and even when you did in suspension, no suspension. It wasn't even, you weren't even going off-roading and you were having suspension just come out, and you would have to do it over and over again. And I'm using these, I believe they're 9 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you're using a 9 gray piece, and you'd put these 3 pieces in the middle. So you just put them right there. And you'll see how this works, but you gotta have 4 of these pieces right here, all on the different sides. These are gonna be flop. Everything's gonna be floppy. You're not gonna have that much structure, but you'll get structure. And I use these pieces right here. This is how you make a double wishbone suspension. Is this piece right here? It has, I believe, a 4-to-1. So like 4 revolutions of this equals 1 revolution of this gear hub. So there's a gear down basically. Put these pieces right here, and you just put this right here into this right here, and you need a red piece to connect this. And then you can kind of see where this is going. You can kind of see, so you got off-roading, right? And it just takes all the hits, or it's not supposed to go like that, but you know. The suspension happens, you'll be fine. And you take this piece right here. I'll show you how it's done. Basically, you get a yellow piece that's like a 5 or something, 5 or 6 long stud piece. Then you get a spacer, 2 spacer, don't use the 3, and then you just get this little white pair right here, which is a 3-piece shaft, and you get these. It's a 5 pegged. It's a 5x1. It's 1x5, whatever it is. I don't know. But so then you have this right here. So then you might have to take the part we just. I thought supposed to happen. Probably need to take this part off. Stop it. So you can put this shaft on it. Go. What you want is you want it to be right there. So you want it to basically go through this shaft right here. So you want to go through, and then you connect the little wheel hub to. You will have to bend some pieces. I mean, they won't bend. I mean, you just have to will them to get together. And then this part is really tricky. I spent like a day trying to figure this thing out because I didn't know what it was. And how it works is that you need to. Depends on the shaft. But it definitely depends on the shaft. So if you're using, if you're trying to make a wide truck, make it longer. But for off-roading, you want to be nimble. You want to be small. You want to go through it. You don't want to go over it, because usually going over and around and especially when you're wide. If you're wide, then that does not go well. But then you'll have this. With those pieces right there, you can have a suspension and see where it's going like this. If this thing right here, this was longer, no, this would not work. If this thing was longer. So, you would have to lengthen this. So if this was 7 long, you would have to make this 7 long. So they make it even wider. But you don't really need that wide. You really don't. And then just do it on the other side of your Lego. Skip this part. So annoying. It's just so fiddly. It just pops off at any time. I swear, I hate it. But when you get this bad boy together, it stays together. And oh my gosh! Stop it. Stop in the middle. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Pull that off. So this is what we got so far. So you have this piece right here. You have this is what a differential looks like. So you have this in there, and it's going to this one right here because it goes to which one ever has the least amount of friction. But if you have it like this, then you have it goes to every single one. Everybody's happy, and you're moving, and you're out of the mud, and you're living life. Then you make the suspension. I forgot how this piece goes in there. Just to go like this right here. Okay. Yeah. I get this now. I get this. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. Okay, so you're gonna make this little, it's like a frame structure. This time you use the 3 stud. So you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 stud, white, light gray, dark gray, who cares? With a 3 stud. And if you don't have a 3 stud, then just use this piece right here, then a 3 stud light gray piece right here, then get another one of these, and that's how you do it. So it's more pieces, but you can still do it. And that's what I'm trying to show you here. So then you have the structure right here, and this is where the light or the yellow parts right here come in. And you take these. No, you don't take this part right here, because that goes to there. You take these, and you get these kind of stoppers right here, and you get, it doesn't, I don't know, I prefer doing on the red side up kind of way, but does it matter? No, it's just a personal preference that I like. And there you go. And then you just put another piece right here. So then you'll have this right here. And it is you just have a shaft. Bring right there. You put this through there. And then you kind of have a suspension thing. And then you just do it on the other side. And on the other side. Just do right there, here. Wow, this is difficult. There we go. And you have this right here. And you just go boop, and then you go kapow, boom, right there. But then you go, oh no, it's moving. Oh no, that's where this piece comes in here, right? So that's where this comes in. So I would take this part off. That's what I would do. Then I would just kind of I mean, you can use a 4-pegged piece. That's like, it's like one more stud, so it comes out. I mean, I guess you could do that, but there's not really any need for that. It is kind of tricky getting this all together. There you go. So then you have this kind of structure right here. And if you're like me, I was at one point trying to make a pickup truck. You can use this right here for a bed, right? This has no steering. This is just rear. The next video will have showing steering. Basically, just flip this on the other side. There's a special piece. You can't just use these pieces right here that connect to this ball joint right there. That's how you make the suspension able to turn. Simplest thing right here. Just knock over everything and anything, first off. And take these pieces right here. And they're pretty simple, very simple. This is a very simple build. I mean, there's no differential locking. I haven't figured that out. This is basically just my trial and error, just over time. And you put it right through there, so it fits right there. You got all the thing right there, and then you got suspension right there. Put it on the other side, and these ball joints don't have that much suspension. I mean, kind of, you can make them go lower kind of thing. You can totally make them go lower. But you get this, see right here, you get this nice, you turn it, and it all turns, and it turns freely, right? But if you do it just one peg closer, it makes this horrible. It is just terrible. I mean, yes, you get a ton more suspension and a lot more. It's a lot more easier than this. This is a lot more harder suspension. This is a lot more softer suspension, as you can tell. Here's the thing, though. The pieces don't like it. It works, yes. It definitely works. You can get a motor. You can do all this. If you gear it down, it might be fine. Here's the thing, though. I can't. It's super hard to turn it. It is very hard. It doesn't like it. You know. You can see it right here. These things that hold it. That is supposed to be parallel with these pieces right here. That's not parallel at all. so it doesn't do well. Like I got my L motor that I have, and I used it. Yes. Does it turn? Yes. Does it make a terrible noise? Yes. Over time, will it hurt your semi-rare piece? Yes, it will. So it's just meh. And besides, you got a lot more. It doesn't look like you got that much suspension right here. But put on these monster, like look at this tire. Like, look at that. That's like as big as my hand. It's a monster truck tire. It is the 107. Yeah, you can't tell. It's a 107 by 44R. So that is what I am using. And then you can tell it's the bigger version of the Mercedes-Benz. Boom. Look at how much suspension right there. Look at that. Look at that travel. Compared to the Extreme Off-Roader, no. No, it's... No. It has way more suspension than the off-road off-roader. And it's a lot more simpler, you know, and it works, you know. The last few pieces, it's just duplicate this. It's a black piece that's, I believe, 11 piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's 11 black piece. 11, it doesn't matter what color it is. But you put one right here. Then you go 3 spaces out. You put it right there. And then you go 3 spaces out. And you put a blue one right there. Why do you put a blue one right there? Well, you wanted to go right there. Connects right there. And then just pushes it in. And this is just another structural integrity piece. And that just holds it down. There you go. There's your suspension thing right there. And if you want to add another structural piece and add the chassis and all this and that, you put these little blue peg right here, just 3 piece, and the other pieces, bang, right there. Now you got, it is able to drive, and you're able to build a chassis. In the next video, I will show you how to make the turning. And in the video after that, then I'll show you how to make a chassis. And then a little durability test. It really slim it. So the glue might come off, but I mean, you are not really gonna be going that hard. But it was able to do a load. It was able to take a load. But see, none of the structural parts came off. None of it. See, it's not. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. One thing you do have to worry about: differential problem right here. So you see, you got the differential, turns, and all that. If you are doing a handheld and all that, this piece will kind of come out. This piece right here. And then look. Your whole entire thing doesn't even work at all. So this does look complicated. Guess what? It's not complicated. I made it not complicated at all. It's fine. And when we go somewhere, when we got the whole car made and all that, I'll show you how this thing works and if it works good, you know. Well, thank you guys for watching, if you are, and hit the like and subscribe button, and that helps me a lot, and then I can make more videos to show how people to make Legos. But thanks for watching. Bye.